Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so it's pretty late at night right now. We were out running errands and I was just quickly looking at Twitter, and Tesla just dropped the US refresh for the Model 3. And it's here, okay? I knew it was coming in 2024 at some point, and I know people have said in the past, like, Tesla doesn't do year model refreshes, but I mean, they kind of do when you think about it. It's the start of 2024. It's all different. We got Stealth Gray finally on the Model 3 in the US. And here's the craziest part, the prices. They didn't change. $39,000 for the rear-wheel drive. And yes, this is pretty much everything the same as the refresh Model 3 overseas. I think there's slight differences with the taillights and the amber colors of the blinkers and everything. But for the most part, same range for the rear-wheel drive, 272, and it does say EPA estimate. I don't know if that's on the new strict EPA estimate. It's suspiciously close, though, to the last EPA range. So it did get the ambient lighting. It got the ventilated seats, I'm pretty sure. And the long range did get a little bit of a boost. It says EPA estimate 341 miles of range. Although you'll notice no more performance. Although we do get ultra red, thank goodness. Ultra red, best Tesla color, in my opinion. You can see my old car and the new refresh. Although no more gear stocks, say goodbye to that. But also these new tire designs are pretty cool. They're calling them the Photon wheels. I personally dig the look. I think they look nice. And then these other new wheel options, the Nova wheels, which are an extra $1,500. I think these look way better than the 19-inch sport wheels they're replacing. But they do have a pretty massive range hit. They say it takes you down to 305 on the long range. And if you get those wheels with the rear-wheel drive, it takes you down to 248. Kind of a big dive for those tires. And it probably results in a bumpier ride, so not worth it. But interior is still the same. You can get the white interior for an extra $1,000, although we can look in here and see more details. With the new interior look. No more gear stocks, just capacitive buttons. Sorry if you wanted those. They do improve the acoustics, the better glass is there. I don't see mention of the ventilated seats, but I'd be pretty surprised if they scrapped that from the US model. But we do have a rear display now that's 8 inches. It's a pretty big screen, so you no longer in the Model 3 have to ask the driver in front of you, can you turn on my heated seats or whatever? Same 15.4-inch display as before, although if it's anything like the Model 3 refresh overseas, it should be a little bit smoother, a little bit snappier, and also still a difference in sound performance. So 17 speakers on the long range, 9 speakers on the rear-wheel drive. I have the 9-speaker setup in this car. I think it still sounds amazing. It gets plenty loud. Yeah, we've got redesigned USB-C ports. We've got, of course, there's added speakers up here as well. I don't see anything specifically mentioning if the ventilated seats made it, but the weirder thing about this refresh is they actually removed the Model 3 from the referral program, which I thought there was a possibility of Tesla doing that, but I didn't think they would actually do it. So yeah, Tesla knows that the demand for this thing is probably going to be through the roof. There's so much hype surrounding the Model 3 refresh, they did not feel the need to apply any referral credits or referral discounts to this. So sorry if you were hoping for some free supercharging or free full self-driving. There's none really applied here. But estimated deliveries are January to February, so you could theoretically order one tonight and maybe get it delivered by the end of the month, which would be really cool. And unfortunately, yes, also the refresh still does not qualify for the federal tax credit or rebate or whatever you want to call it. So it's not getting the same federal incentives that the Model Y and Model X get, but the prices didn't go up and the product just got a heck of a lot better. So that was a huge surprise to me. I was expecting the prices to go up a bit with the demand. There's still a chance, based on how many orders they get tonight, that the prices could shoot up though. So I guess if you want to lock in your price, now's the time to do it. But it finally happened, and there's not a ton of changes with the refresh, so I didn't see the need to do like a sit-down edited video and wait till I get home where it's going to be even later. So I figured I'd just keep you guys in the loop. I want to book a demo drive. I'm playing around with the website right now. And yeah, I don't really see... These visuals are great, though. I love all these new renders. Stealth Grays looking hot. New colors. And let me get ventilated seats. There it is. We have confirmation. Finally, in the US, ventilated front seats to keep you cool in the hot summer, whenever that comes. So yeah, pretty much the same stuff we expected from overseas. Not really any big surprises. I'm really hoping we get the actual, Model 3 Ludicrous that's been rumored. Maybe they're not ready for that yet. Maybe they're still tweaking it. But until then, rear-wheel drive is an amazing value, I must say. I think that for $39,000 for a car that can do everything the Model 3 Refresh can do, there's no better value on the market. I think in just cars in general, not just electric vehicles, there's no other car that's going to have a value that good. So thank you, Tesla, for finally updating it. Here's hoping the build quality will be good, and you guys can get your Refresh Model 3s here in the United States very, very soon. And have a great night. Take care, all. Bye-bye.